Are you over the age of 60 and noticing that your muscles feel weaker, your arms or legs look thinner, or that you simply do not recover from exercise the way you used to? You may even be eating what you think is a healthy diet, getting enough protein, and staying active, yet still watching your muscle mass slowly fade away. This is not just aging. This is something much more specific. It is a process called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and is one of the most overlooked drivers of frailty, falls, low energy, and even accelerated aging. The truth is the foods you choose in the evening right before you go to bed can either protect your muscles or accelerate their disappearance. Now, here's what most people do not realize. Your muscles are not just sitting there passively. They are metabolically active tissues. They burn calories, they regulate blood sugar, and they store important amino acids that keep your entire body in balance. Losing them is not simply a cosmetic issue. It is a deep metabolic problem that affects energy, immunity, bone strength, and longevity. So why does this happen? Let me explain what is really going on inside your body. As we age, there are three powerful forces working against your muscle tissue. Number one, your body produces less anabolic hormones like growth hormone and testosterone. Number two, your cells become resistant to the very signals like insulin and amino acids that tell them to build muscle. And number three, nighttime becomes the most vulnerable window because that is when your body naturally breaks down muscle protein for fuel if you're not giving it the right signals and nutrients. Think about it like this. Imagine your muscles are like a savings account in the bank. During the day, you deposit money, protein from food, strength signals from movement. But at night, your body acts like a set of automatic withdrawals. It pulls amino at your muscle bank to keep the rest of your body running. If you go into the night with no deposits, your balance shrinks. Night after night, the withdrawals keep happening until one day you wake up and realize your account has been drained. Here's the encouraging news. We can stop this process. What research shows is that by choosing specific nutrients before bed, you can flip your nighttime biology. Instead of draining your muscle account, you create a slow, steady drip of amino acids that keep your muscles protected while you sleep. This is not just about eating more protein. It is about timing the type of protein and the way it interacts with your hormones at night. In this video, we are going to walk through 6 science-backed strategies that will show you exactly what to eat before bed so your muscles stop disappearing. You will learn which proteins work best at night, how your liver and insulin play a hidden role, why cortisol and sleep quality determine your muscle balance, and even which supplements are proven to preserve lean mass and sinews. Stay with me, because by the end, you will have a clear, practical protocol you can apply tonight. Here's what most people do not realize. The nighttime hours are the single most vulnerable window for losing muscle. During the day, you eat meals, you move your body, and you send constant signals to your muscles to stay active. But the moment you go to bed, everything changes. Let me explain what is happening inside your body. Sleep is a fasting state. That means for 6, 8, sometimes even 10 hours, your body goes without any external supply of protein or energy. During that time, your muscles act like a reservoir. They become the emergency storage tank your body taps into, break down muscle protein into amino acids that are then used to fuel your brain, your immune system, and even basic repair processes. Think of your muscles like the wood in a fireplace. If you do not provide the fire with enough fuel before bedtime, your body has no choice but to throw logs, your muscle tissue, onto the fire to keep things burning. That is why older adults who go into the night without proper nutrition wake up in the morning weaker, with less lean mass and more prone to fatigue. Research has actually confirmed this. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that when seniors consumed a slow digesting protein like casein before sleep, their bodies were able to maintain positive protein balance throughout the night instead of falling into a catabolic, muscle-wasting state. In other words, the right nutrition before bed can flip the switch from muscle breakdown to muscle preservation. Now, here is where age makes the problem worse. As we get older, our bodies experience something called anabolic resistance. This means that the signals that normally tell your muscles, hey, grow, repair, rebuild, become weaker. In a younger person, a small dose of protein might be enough to spark muscle growth. But in someone over 60, those signals are muted. This makes the nighttime window even more dangerous because not only are you fasting, your body is less responsive to the usual growth triggers. To add to this, hormones that normally protect muscle decline with age. Growth hormone, testosterone, estrogen all taper down. At the same time, stress hormones like cortisol often rise, particularly if your sleep is disrupted. High cortisol night sends a direct message to your body, break down more muscle tissue. So you can see why older adults often lose muscle mass at a much faster rate if they are not intentional about what happens before bedtime. The first big takeaway is this: nighttime is not neutral. It is either working for you or against you. If you simply go to bed on an empty stomach, or if your last meal was hours earlier and made up of mostly carbohydrates, you're far more likely to pull amino acids from your muscle tissue all night long. But if you provide the right kind of fuel, nutrients that release slowly, that feed your muscles steadily, then the night becomes a powerful window of protection. This is why I always tell people think of the night as a test. You are either passing the test by giving your muscles what they need, or you are failing the test and allowing your body to chip away at your lean mass. And remember, muscle is not just about strength or vanity. Muscle is an organ of longevity, protects your bones, balances your blood sugar, powers your metabolism, and even supports your immune system. Now that we understand why nighttime is the most vulnerable window for muscle loss, let's talk about how to fix it, and what exactly you should eat before bed to protect and even rebuild your muscles while you sleep. There are 3 key principles to remember. Number 1, you want slow digesting protein. Number 2, you need amino acids that signal muscle growth. And number 3, you must create the right hormonal environment before sleep. Let's start with the first one, slow digesting protein. When most people think of protein, they think of chicken, eggs, or protein shakes, but not all proteins behave the same way in your body. Some proteins, like whey, are absorbed very quickly. They flood your bloodstream with amino acids, which is great after a workout, but not ideal before bed. Why? Because those amino acids get used up within a couple of hours. By the time you're deep into your sleep cycle, your body is out of fuel again. What you want at night is the opposite: a protein that digests slowly, releasing amino acids gradually through the night. This is where casein, found in milk and certain dairy products, becomes your best friend. In a fascinating study, researchers found that consuming 30-40 grams of casein before sleep increased overnight muscle protein synthesis by more than 20% in older adults. That means their bodies were actively building and repairing muscle tissue while they slept. You can get casein naturally from foods like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a glass of milk before bed. If you are lactose intolerant, there are lactose-free options or plant-based proteins that contain similar slow-release effects, such as pea protein blends. Now on to principle number 2, the amino acid trigger. Inside your muscles, there's a specific amino acid called leucine. Think of leucine as the on switch for muscle building. When leucine levels rise in your blood, your body activates something called mTOR, which tells your muscle cells, start growing, start repairing. Older adults need more leucine to trigger this signal effectively. That's why your nighttime protein should be rich in leucine. Sources like dairy, soy, or certain nuts and seeds are excellent choices. For example, if you mix a scoop of casein protein with almond butter or blend Greek yogurt with soy milk, you're creating a leucine-rich, slow-digesting night meal that supports muscle protection all night long. And here's where most people miss the third principle, the hormonal environment. You could be eating the right foods but still lose muscle if your hormones are working against you. Let me explain. Your 2 key anabolic hormones, growth hormone and testosterone, peak at night, particularly during deep sleep. This is your body's natural repair mode. However, if you go to bed stressed with elevated cortisol, or with unstable blood sugar from a carb-heavy dinner, those repair signals get blocked. Cortisol literally tells your body to break down muscle for energy. It is the biochemical opposite of growth. So how do you fix that? The solution is to lower cortisol and stabilize blood sugar before bed. That means avoiding heavy refined carbs and alcohol late at night. Instead, combine your slow protein with healthy fats like a handful of walnuts, almonds, or a spoon of nut butter. This keeps your blood sugar steady, reduces nighttime stress, and sets the stage for your muscles to actually respond to growth signals. Now, let's connect all these ideas with what I call the muscle shield formula. Before bed, about 30 to 60 minutes before you sleep, aim for 30-40 grams of slow, digesting protein like casein, Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese, a small serving of healthy fats like almonds, walnuts, or nut butter optional, a small magnesium-rich food like banana or pumpkin seeds. This helps relax your muscles and improve sleep quality. That's it. No supplements, no complicated diet, just a few intentional nutrients that tell your body, hold on to this muscle, repair what's broken, and grow stronger tonight. And here's what's truly inspiring. In multiple studies, even people in their 70s and 80s regained lean muscle and strength when they started adding a nighttime protein ritual like this, without changing anything else about their diet or exercise. Think about that. It means you have the power to change your muscle health starting tonight. So next time you get ready for bed, instead of skipping dinner or settling for a light snack, remember this, your body is about to enter its most powerful repair mode. Feed it the right fuel and it will reward you with stronger muscles, deeper sleep, and more energy when you wake up. This isn't just about nutrition. It's about giving your body permission to rebuild itself one night at a time. Now let's step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture. What we're really talking about here is not just muscle, it's vitality, independence, and the quality of your years ahead. Because muscle isn't just about looking strong, it's about being strong enough to live the life you want, to walk upstairs without pain, to travel, to play with the grandchildren, to get out of bed feeling alive. And here's the truth most people never hear. It is never too late to rebuild your body. Science has proven this over and over again. Even in your 60s, 70s, and 80s, your muscles can still respond, grow, and regenerate if you give them the right signals. Your body is listening. Every meal, every movement, every night of sleep, it's receiving instructions from you. So when you end your day with the right kind of fuel, you're not just feeding your muscles. You're sending a message to your body. Stay strong, stay young. Keep going. And that message adds up, night after night, week after week, month after month, until one day, you look in the mirror and realize you didn't just slow down aging, you reversed it. You didn't just protect your muscles, you protected your energy, your balance, your confidence, and your future. Now, I know change can feel overwhelming, but start small. Tonight, make one change. Add a small serving of slow, digesting protein. Give your body what it needs. And tomorrow morning, notice how you feel. A little stronger, a little more rested, a little more alive. Because this is how transformation works. Not overnight, but night after night. You don't need fancy supplements. You don't need extreme routines. You just need to understand your body and give it what it's been asking for all along. Real nutrition at the right time. So remember this, your muscles are your secret to longevity. They're the armor that protects your metabolism, your immune system, and your independence. Feed them, protect them, honor them, because when you take care of your muscles, they take care of you. So tonight, when you sit down before bed, ask yourself, am I preparing my body to break down or to build up? The choices, and if you choose to build, your body will thank you. This is Dr. William Lee reminding you your body is designed to heal, to repair, and to thrive even as you age. All it needs is the right support. So start tonight, eat smart, sleep deep, and wake up stronger, because the best version of you is still waiting to be unleashed.